met at the Crest 5 and Dime on Elizabeth Street, near the international bridge that connected Brownsville to Matamoros, Tamaulipas, México. Mi madre trabajaba en el mostrador de la fuente de sodas como vendedora de refrescos, serving cold drinks, milkshakes, and other off-the-grill fast foods and snacks. Y mi padre cruzaba el puente desde Matamoros, Tamaulipas, donde trabajaba como agente aduanal para el Departamento de Aduanas del Gobierno de México. He would come by the Crest Soda Fountain frequently and order un hot dog y una Coca-Cola. A hot dog and a Coke. They soon started to date, and after 7 years of dating, they married. Yo fui la segunda en nacer, mi hermano el tercero. Nuestra hermana mayor, Laura Alicia, nació en 1963, pero falleció poco después de nacer de un defecto cardíaco congénito y complicaciones del parto, including a fractured skull caused by the misuse of forceps by the attending physician. Llegué al mundo en medio de una revolución cultural. La guerra en Vietnam ya había comenzado. Music defined a new generation that poured into the streets demanding civil and women's rights and protesting injustice, demanding peace from university campuses. And in June 1969, the Stonewall riots were sparked as a 6-day reaction to the New York City police raiding the Stonewall Inn in Greenwich Village. The Stonewall riots served as a catalyst for the gay rights movement in the United States and around the world. Mis padres eran grandes aficionados de la música en vivo. Gozaban de la lectura de libros, revistas, periódicos, y les gustaba ver televisión a color. They enjoyed everything that represented progress and change. But aún así, they appeared trapped by the expectations to fit into traditional roles and confined to the expectations of our Latino culture. A pesar de sus conflictos, nos criaron a mi hermano y a mí con abundancia de amor, unconditional love, and generosity. Mi papá introduced us to una gran cantidad de platillos culinarios que él cocinaba, traía a la casa, y a la música de Pedro Infante, los Cadetes de Linares, Tommy Dorsey, and Duke Ellington. Wow. He was a man extremely proud of his heritage and being Mexican. Un mexicano hasta sus veras cachas. My mother self-identified as 100% American of the post-World War II mentality of acculturation, and she was very patriotic. Le gustaban Perry Como y Glenn Campbell, and she loved watching Bewitched and I Love Lucy on TV. She encouraged us to overachieve academically y en cualquier otra área en la que mostrábamos interés. Ella continuó su educación universitaria ya que cumplió los 40 años. Y para cuando yo había empezado escuela preparatoria, she had matriculated and earned her bachelor and master's degrees in education, bilingual education, and counseling by attending night school, and graduated summa cum laude from Pan American University. Ella le decía a la gente that she could not have high educational expectations for us si no nos daba el ejemplo para que lo viéramos manifestado en ella misma. My childhood memories include summer vacation trips, spending afternoons and evenings at the Fort Brown Country Club pool or the pool at the Elks Lodge, piano lessons, golf lessons, art lessons, and playing sports like kickball, baseball, and basketball. Mom made sure we stayed busy under adult supervision while she pursued her education. Recuerdo que comíamos fritada de cabrito y barbacoa, y también jamón y pavo en días festivos. Nos encantaba ver Viruta y Capulina y la India María. Wow. We also loved to watch Sonny and Cher and All in the Family. Mi papá siempre nos insistía en que habláramos el español perfecto, while Mom encouraged us to watch the evening news with Walter Cronkite and Dan Rather while they reported on the latest current events and the Vietnam War, so we could learn to speak correct English without an accent. She believed that an accent, the Spanish accent, was detrimental to our overall success in this country. No recuerdo ninguna conversación o discusión relacionada a la homosexualidad o ser gay, aunque ya había algunos rumores de mujeres que conocíamos que eran quote-unquote compañeras. Mi proceso de salida del closet, porque como cualquier persona gay diría, fue un proceso. It began when I was attending college, and in hindsight, the coming out process is one that never ends and is repeated throughout our lives as we meet and encounter every new person. Puedo decirles que en el momento en que regresé a la Facultad de Derecho a la edad de 33 años, it was still not safe to be out as a member of the LGBTQ plus community. Concerns regarding safety, being ridiculed, or being excluded and discriminated against were still very much at the forefront of our community. But by the time I graduated from law school in 2001, yo ya estaba lista para deshacerme de todas mis faldas, vestidos y zapatos de tacón. And I replaced them with pantsuits and cowboy boots. Mi objetivo era convertirme a la mejor dentro de mi carrera y profesión, y mi esperanza era ser tan buena que mi estatus gay fuera irrelevante para aquellos que quisieran contratarme como su abogada. My law practice quickly grew into one in which I represented families, grandparents, children, foster kids in the CPS system, and clients needing representation in divorces and child custody disputes, and individuals who needed representation in mental health proceedings and drug courts. In 2014, obtuve la certificación del Colegio de Abogados como especialista legal de bienestar infantil de la Asociación Nacional de Abogados para Niños, y fui la única especialista certificada por el Colegio de Abogados en esta categoría en el Condado de Ver y todo el sur de Texas. In 2018, I was elected to preside as judge in Bexar County Court of Law number 13 as a misdemeanor criminal court judge with a focus on family violence cases. Quiero dejar claro que no soy la primera juez gay en mi jurisdicción, pero fui la primera juez abierta y orgullosamente gay en ser elegida como candidata. And I did it by standing on the shoulders of my predecessors, and I'm grateful to them because despite their obstacles and inability to sit as their authentic selves to serve openly, they served nonetheless in the face of fear for their safety, concerns about being ridiculed, even attacked, and not because of a lack of work ethic or professionalism, but simply because of who they were. Mi victoria en 2018 abrió la puerta para que los futuros candidatos gay se postularan para cargos públicos, sin los temores que alguna vez tuvieron nuestros predecesores. During the 2022 election primaries, we counted 7 openly gay candidates on the ballot. Muchos ganaron sus carreras, pero no todos, incluido uno que resultó ser mi contrincante. A él le digo, ¿quién te manda?
El republicano.
Today, I am proud to inform you that San Antonio and Bexar County are home to an out and proud city councilman, Jalen McKee Rodriguez, and 3 out and proud judges, including myself. Puedo decirles que creo que no podemos avanzar en la arena gay sin entender nuestro pasado. Nuestro pasado incluye ser llamados nombres como Joto y Marimacho. Our past includes beliefs that being gay is a choice, and efforts to shame us and wanting us to adjust to what others want us to be and make others comfortable at our expense. Nuestro pasado incluye leyes that criminalize nuestras identidades y la elección de amar a quien deseábamos amar. Nuestro pasado incluye un ataque despiadado de grupos religiosos que nos juzgan como inmorales y pecadores. Our past includes a judicial system and laws that required that we be arrested if it was discovered that we were gay, because being gay was deemed a perversion requiring prosecution and punishment. Nuestro pasado incluye prácticas laborales que nos despachaban de nuestros trabajos that left us unemployed si se descubría que éramos gay. Our past includes medical and psychiatric practices that diagnosed and deemed us as sexual deviants and perverts who were mentally disturbed and in need of electroshock therapy, hormone therapy, conversion therapy, and genital mutilation. Nuestro pasado incluye experiencias cotidianas de llamarse joto, maricón, manchora, y marimacha. Our past includes the awareness that being discovered as being gay would result in losing our jobs, being evicted, being ostracized, being depressed, and even the possibility of suicide. Hoy vivimos en un mundo diferente, pero tal vez no tan diferente. On June 26, 2015, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled in favor of marriage equality by majority opinion and consented to same-sex marriage protection law. Sin embargo, todavía vivimos en una zona gris que empuja los límites hacia el progreso. And even with progress toward equality being made, we are still weighed down by obsolete perceptions about the gay community that leave us facing the same challenges as our predecessors. Y aunque hemos recorrido un largo camino en nuestro viaje hacia la afirmación, la igualdad y el derecho de vivir auténticamente, todavía tenemos un largo camino para llegar a nuestro destino deseado. A recent survey administered and circulated amongst LGBTQ+ leadership resulted in responses that identified the following obstacles to equality still existing. We're considered overly dramatic and instigators. We are viewed as having mental defects and personality disorders. We are seen as not trustworthy. We are defined as morally corrupt. We are measured as inferior to the rest of our quote-unquote normal society. We are considered to be liars and promiscuous. People think that homosexuality is contagious, that we are a monolithic group, and it is believed that we only need allies or support from our families and friends during Pride Month, as opposed to year-round and every day. Y aunque no puedo decir que nada de esto sea cierto, lo que puedo decirles es que no es más cierto para la comunidad gay que para cualquier otra comunidad. We are not any more perverted than heterosexuals are. We are not any more immoral than heterosexuals are. We are not any more depressed or anxious than heterosexuals are. We are as poor and as wealthy as everyone else. We are as intelligent and successful as everyone else. And if I'm to be honest with you tonight, I believe we are more stylish and fashionable than everyone else. I showed you Exhibit A. Entonces es posible que se estén preguntando qué podemos hacer para mejorar la calidad de vida de nuestra comunidad gay. Our future as a united society should include efforts from accepting our LGBTQ+ community to including us in everything on equal footing without fear of anything. Debemos plantar esa semilla de inclusión y amor incondicional dentro de ustedes, de sus familias, dentro de su red de amigos y entre colegas. Do not treat us different or lesser than. Treat us equally, and with the human dignity we all deserve and have a right to. Los patrones deben comprometerse con el cambio sistémico y dejar de ofrecer únicamente palabras de dientes para afuera. Employers should no longer include the LGBTQ+ community because it checks off a DEI or affirmative action box. Instead, they should see their employment of gay employees as a true investment in the diversity of communities they serve, which makes those said communities stronger economically. Debemos eliminar esta discusión de las arenas políticas y limitar tales puntos de vista a las fuentes religiosas. Mexico has a long history of being a visionary and leader in everything progressive in the development of civilization. Mientras que los pueblos en África eran nómadas y se sustentaban como cazadores y recolectores, los aztecas, olmecas, mayas y otras culturas mesoamericanas perfeccionaban sus escritos jeroglíficos, creaban calendarios, calculaban fórmulas matemáticas complejas y observaban el movimiento de nuestro planeta, estrellas y galaxias como civilizaciones avanzadas. Our Western Hemisphere ancestors were designing aqueducts, canals and waterways, building bridges and paving roads, perfecting hydroponic agriculture before the Romans even picked up the spear. Continuando con estas tradiciones, Las relaciones entre personas del mismo sexo fueron despenalizadas en esta parte del mundo desde los 1870s. As a country, today, Mexico considers same-sex unions as a constitutional right and prohibits discrimination based on sexual orientation. México ha acogido los movimientos por la igualdad, grupos de defensa, conferencias que buscan un trato equitativo para nuestra gente desde la década de 1970. Incluso organizaron el primer desfile Pride en la Ciudad de México en 1979. Mexico and the United States of America should continue to work together to advance efforts that guarantee a humanitarian treatment of all LGBTQ+ peoples. Y mis hermanos y hermanas, si podemos hacer eso hoy, mañana, la próxima semana, el próximo mes y el próximo año, y lo hacemos de manera consistente, dejaremos este mundo como un lugar mucho más mejor para nuestros hijos que el que nosotros recibimos. Lastly, I will close with my favorite quote by Harvey Milk. Harvey Milk was the first openly gay man to be elected to public office in California as a member of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors in 1977. This was a historic victory for the gay community that made news around the world. His unapologetic way of living, his authentic life gave the gay community hope that one day everyone could live an open and authentic life without discrimination because of who they are. Él dijo, quote unquote, I know that you cannot live on hope alone, but without it, life is not worth living. And you, and you, and you gotta give them hope. Thank you.